we've really strived to keep her involved and engaged. That's been hugely important. Because she sat on corporate boards, she's still allowed to go and sit and listen, and she no longer can vote, but she can enjoy that type of competitive arena and still shine in it. We make certain that socially she stays very engaged. She still goes. We have family friends that come and pick her up, take her to church on Sundays. She still sings in her choir when she can. Her role has changed. She no longer is a lead. She no longer is a cantor, but she can certainly be one of the chorus. And those days mean everything to her. And so part of my role is to be certain that those things continue for her as long as possible.
You know, Mark used to be on boards. Of course, he used to work, and he was in Toastmasters. Step by step, he gives these things up, and his life will get smaller and smaller. And so one thing that I've consciously done is I notice who he likes to listen to on the radio or on television, and I make arrangements for him to meet them if they're in town. We go and we meet them, and they're great. And then afterwards, we can talk about how we met them and how nice they were. And my plan is that as his world gets smaller and smaller, and if he still keeps up an interest in watching them every day, that the fact that he's met them, they're like part of his world. And he won't feel like his world is smaller because these are people he knows. These are people he's met. The other thing he's interested in, he's very interested in politics. That's why he watches all these news shows. So we've gotten very involved in advocacy on behalf of Alzheimer's and for medical funding. These are things that always interested him that he can still, follow. So I figure as long as it's something that animates him, that he likes, this is what we do.
My mom likes flowers, or she likes red and yellow color. That's her favorite color. And at first she would put all the red and yellow together in a vase, but I kind of want her to separate it because first of all, it doesn't really fit in one vase, and second of all, I want her to stimulate her minds. So what we did was I asked her to put the red flowers in a smaller vase and the yellow one in a bigger vase. You also have to encourage her. Every time when she puts the flower correctly into the vase, you would tell her, "Oh, you did a good job. That's right, yes. Very pretty, very beautiful." You just have to always encourage her.
You never really want to say, "Oh, you're doing it wrong." It's more like, let's do it this way. With this type of activity, it's a great mental and physical stimulation for her. It's something fun for her. She loves flowers. She loves the colors red and yellow. And it's an activity that Laura and her can share together.
She likes to fold baby clothes. I give her baby clothes to fold, and she did a really good job with it. Or even towels. She's like really good in folding the towels. You can see from corners to corners.
She's never been like a lazy person, so she always feels like she needs to stay busy. So a lot of times when we monitor her over the baby cam, she's just kind of doing in a way, senseless work in the sense that she's not actually accomplishing anything, but in her mind she's doing something important. So this is a great way to kind of direct that nervous energy or that energy into a positive direction and having her do something positive instead of,
Walking around.
creating a mess.
So for exercise, we had our mom do the stationary bicycle. That way she will be able to have strong legs, and that she'll be able to walk and not fall easily.
I saw in these classes I went to how when people get in a more advanced stage, they don't like having other people give them showers, and they don't want to be in the shower. They're going to get cold and stuff. So I had this chair built in our shower that goes up and down, and we put the bars in. But in addition to that, what I did was every week, and he loves getting his spa treatment. I put a solution that you put on your head, mud from the Dead Sea, and he lets that sit on his head for about an hour while I read him the paper. And then I rinse it off. It's kind of like a little pruning, but he loves getting his spa treatment. We call it his spa treatment. And I rinse him. I rinse the stuff off his hair. And I'm hoping that, you know, he'll always associate that with a fun thing and a nice thing. So later on, if someone else ever has to give him a shower, he won't fight it.
Her school, her adult care, they do upper body and lower body
Right.
physical exercises, individual as well as group exercise, I believe. We have
Caregiver.
take her out every day. Just go walking, going to window shopping.
Walk around the park.
Walking around, yeah. I mean, we always try to gauge her energy level and things like that. So we always try to be cognizant of that. It's not like it's just a strict regimen of exercises every day or whatever. We try to gauge her physically. Yeah, it's important that she gets out every day, especially since she's always likes going out. We just try to make sure she gets her fill.
And that's good too, because that makes her tired.
Yeah, and it allows her to have a better restful sleep.
Yeah, and it's also better than just staying home and sit there.
Yeah, we don't want to just have her sitting in front of TV the whole time. That's not healthy for her. So we always try to keep her active.
Deaf.